Lucas Sports. So, former Nick guard, former Defensive Player of the Year All Star John Starks has came out and said that he feels that LeBron James' legacy is being was hurt by him jumping teams. He said in his article, and I'm well, not article, but it says um, well, from Brandon Scoop B Robinson. This is what he said. John Stark said LeBron James is hurting his legacy by switching NBA teams so much that it will affect his standing when it comes to LeBron versus Jordan debates. Knicks legend John Starks told me Mike didn't want to move around. He wanted to play against the best. All right. We're going to always have this endless Jordan LeBron debate. And shout out to Two Raw. I saw he made a video about it. I'm still. You can have your favorite player. It's hard to compare errors, but you're right. I will say that Michael Jordan didn't switch teams. I'll give them that. But Michael Jordan also didn't play for Cleveland. Michael Jordan played for one of the larger markets where people wanted to come. And while I'm one of the biggest Jordan fans, I mean, Jordan didn't win those titles by himself. He had a top 50, top 75 player on every championship team that he won. I mean, that he won with. Yeah, some of your Scottie Pippen won All Stars, but at the end of the day, they're still top 50, top 75 players. LeBron took that team to the NBA Finals back in '07. '07, yeah, it took the team back in the finals in '07. And I mean, yeah, Boobie Gibson was on the team, but you know. Um, but I mean, it's just different times. I mean, who's to say if Jordan was in Cleveland or Minnesota or well, I don't know. Maybe I was gonna say Portland, but we know the Nike headquarters up there. Um, the team Orlando. Well, I know they didn't exist then, but still Orlando or um, if he was shipped to Vancouver. Remember Steve Francis got drafted by Vancouver. I mean, a lot plays a lot to deal with it, and the people that's John Stark's age, and some people that's in maybe a generation under that, sure. But man, these Gen Z people, they don't care. They didn't even watch Mike play anyway. The only thing they really knew about Mike was his shoes. You might see some highlights on YouTube, but don't nobody care. That's just like when Kevin Durant won those rings. The Yeah, maybe we now, the people who watched it, who are adults, but man, them kids 5, 6, 7 years old, they don't care about that. Um, I was like when Clyde Drexler played for the Rockets. I mean, and got his 2 rings. Don't nobody care. Um, when it's all said and done. So I mean, did it hurt his legacy? It depends on who's viewing it. It definitely depends on who's viewing it. So I mean, look, I mean, even Kareem, right? We can even go to Kareem. Kareem won 3 MVPs before he went to LA, and Kareem requested a trade. It then won 3 more MVPs. And when we look at Kareem, we look at him as one of the greatest. No, nobody say, oh, he forced himself out of Milwaukee back in the '70s. And that was big news. Remember when Kareem got drafted? He was the next thing. So yeah, it depends. I mean, I'm sure people who was around in the '70s, they might. say something, but don't nobody care when it's all said and done. But what y'all think about it? Do y'all think that it hurt his legacy?